All right, Shalom. This is Brother Gabar, the Lions Den Camp, located here in Jacksonville, Florida. And first and foremost, before I hop into the spiritual hydration, I'm going to give all praises to the Most High in their true Paleo Hebrew names and in the Paleo Hebrew tongue. All right, so Kal Halayim, Le Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Bahashim, Ha Rakach Kodashim Ma'amaf. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. Double honors to my elder as well, Harawan. And Shalom to you, brothers and sisters, pushing and keeping this truth and faith and sincerity into the end, man. All right, so the theme of this spiritual hydration is, man, just is to continue to look forward, man. You know, uh continue to look forward and move forward. You know what I'm saying? As the new creature you are in Yahweh Shem Shah, not looking back. You know what I'm saying? Keeping your focus on what's in front of you and not on what's behind you. All right. So the spiritual hydration is coming out of the book of Philippians chapter 3, and I'm gonna start at verse 13, and it says, Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do. All right, and when I looked up the definition of apprehended, one of the definitions was to understand or to perceive something, man. All right, so it says, Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do. All right, so this one thing I do understand, this one thing I do perceive. And it says, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forth unto those things which are before. All right. So everybody in this truth, man, should understand and perceive this thing that we are not to, you know, we are to look forward, man. Focus on what's to come. You know what I'm saying? These prophecies playing out. In it are America being destroyed. You know, our enemies and oppressors made to be our footstool, man. The kingdom, the salvation, a earth of righteousness, man. A kingdom, a righteous earth, man. You know what I'm saying? And looking forward to those new bodies, man, to where we can no longer sin. To getting rid of these this sinful flesh, man, these sinful bodies, man. These earthly bodies, receiving those heavenly bodies. You know what I'm saying? These are things we should be looking forward to. You know what I'm saying? Keeping our mind occupied and focused on, man. And also, growing and increasing in this truth, man. Growing and increasing in the spirit and in the knowledge and wisdom of Yahweh Shem Shah. All right, not looking back to the old man and who we were. You know what I'm saying? Not looking back to how we were in the world, how we carried ourselves in the world. You know what I'm saying? Not looking back to those things, because ultimately what's behind us is death, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord brought us out of death. You know what I'm saying? That spiritual death, because the scripture tell you that those that wander out of the way of understanding, you know what I'm saying, shall remain in the congregation of the dead, man. All right. So the old us, looking back, that's when we was, what I'm saying, among the dead, man, the spiritually dead. But the Lord brought us from that death, and what I'm saying, brought us forth unto life. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we should keep looking forward and focusing on what's to come. Focusing on what's ahead of us. You know what I'm saying? In this truth and in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah. Because looking back, only thing that's awaiting for us behind us, man, is death, is judgment, is destruction. You know. So we should look forward to, what I'm saying, to these new things, man, which is ultimately salvation. All right. And, also, referencing, Lot's wife, man, the story of Lot and his wife. You know, Lot was focused on moving forward. His wife was looking back, man, on what was, while Lot was looking forward to what is and what is to come. And ultimately, you know what I'm saying, Lot's wife was destroyed, man. She was turned into a pillar of salt, for looking back. So we are supposed to, what I'm saying, we are meant to stay focused on what's to come, man. You know what I'm saying? And what's ahead of us. All right. And so I'm gonna get verse 13 again, Philippians 3 and 13. Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forth unto those things which are before. I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of Yahweh, all right, and Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, man. All right. So we continue to press forward, man. You know what I'm saying? Press forward towards the mark. You know what I'm saying? That mark of exemption, man. You know what I'm saying? Being found worthy in the eyes of Yahweh Shemi Shah. Pressing forth towards that mark, you know what I'm saying? The finish line. Because this is a race, but it's not a sprint, man. It's not a 40-yard dash. It's a marathon. You know what I'm saying? In a marathon, you gotta pace yourself. You also gotta keep moving forward. Because if you focusing on what's behind you, man, you're gonna lose pace. You're gonna lose momentum, man. You know what I'm saying? Focusing on what's behind you. So you gotta stay focused on what's in front of you, man. That finish line, pressing toward the mark. know what I'm saying, of Yahweh Bashim Shah, man. Seeing this truth, seeing this truth unto the end, man. You know what I'm saying? Striving for this truth unto the end until we reach that finish line, which is ultimately salvation, man. You know what I'm saying? The destruction of this captivity, man. Babylon, aka America. You know what I'm saying? Pressing toward that mark of redemption, salvation, you know? And Khan, man, again, like the point of the spiritual hydration is just, to stay focused on what's in front of you, man. You know what I'm saying? Because focusing on what's behind you, could lead you astray, man. You know what I'm saying? Could cause you to become slack, you know what I'm saying? And again, only thing behind us, waiting for us behind us is death, destruction, judgment, man. So we should look forward, keep looking forward, man, to that salvation, to that redemption. You know what I'm saying? Pressing toward that mark, that finish line, man. Completing the work and the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. All right. And with that, I'm gonna say shalom.